an affront by calling it less than AAA. So he's talking about Wonder being regarded AAA, AA.
Gotcha. I mean, that's a Nintendo first-party game with Mario. I think that's AAA. I think it doesn't look the way you might think of a AAA. Whatever. I think it's going to have the AAA bones to it. IMO.
Final one. Of course, he's Jose Cortez. Indy and MI, Dead Reckoning, both lose $100 million. Wild.
You telling me?
You're telling me, jabroni.
I tried to help.
Could have saw that one coming.
I tried to tell y'all stop going to theaters, but y'all didn't want to listen. Now you're there.
Me and Greg have talked about it. Just release it. Would have already watched Barbie.
Yeah.
I would have given Barbie $25.
100%.
Anytime. Indy, guess what? I would have given you 20. I'm a sucker.
That I might not.
Barbie doesn't need your money, Mike. Barbie's doing very well without you.
Oppie, Barbie.
Both doing great without
Mission
you, Mike.
Impossible. Fucking
Let's see how Blue Beetle
over
does.
here.
Let's see what Blue Beetle does.
Blue Beetle.
Reviews are coming out.
I will give you
Looking good.
$25.
Hey, Flash was great.
Right now. Boom. Give it to me. You know what I mean? Figure it out.
Figure it out,
Figure it out.
movies.
I don't want to go to the movie theater anymore. Point blank and period. I don't have anyone to go with. I don't want to go get that stale pretzel or that bad popcorn.
You know how fucked up my day is already with
Tell me
work.
about it.
Fucking amazing projects.
Tell me about
and
it.
Stupid fucking cool shit I have to do.
Tell me about it.
I was getting dressed today.
Yeah.
And Jen's like, did you hear me tell Jen Jen was like, did you hear me tell Ben I got chicken fingers? And I was like, yeah, you got that and some other green beans or something. She's like, yeah, I want to do something special since you won't be here tonight. And I was like, fuck, right, I have to go to a movie. God damn it.
You get to go see a movie with me.
God damn it.
It's a really great time.
Oh, is it gonna be like before where I was like, yeah, fucking give me a thing of popcorn and a goddamn thing of fucking M&Ms. Instead it came back popcorn, popcorn and Junior Mints, and then you just got up and left.
Somebody put my Junior Mints on the ground, never gave me.
Also,
how would we know that? You passed them to us. I thought you didn't give me
mayhem.
M&Ms.
It was mayhem in that movie theater.
You notice how he tried to be like, I never have anybody to go with, when tonight he is going with several of his friends who he works with?
We should go get food beforehand. Let's eat big. In and out. In and out. Think about
or
it.
Costco.
Kind of funny, best friends. This has been your Super Chat post show with me and Greg for your Kind of Funny Games Daily. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Don't forget, if you're watching live on Twitch, you don't got to go anywhere. We are still streaming, still having fun. And if you're over on YouTube, there's a brand new link. You can go watch Bless get schooled by iDom in Street Fighter 6 Pro to Pro. Here we go. Goodbye, everyone.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to a Twitch stream right here on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames and twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. I'm Blessing Adeoye Jr. and I'm joined by a Street Fighter Pro, one of, I would say, the legends of the last few years of the fighting games community. We have the one and only iDom. iDom, how's it going, man?
Doing good, chilling.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, like we're coming off of, I'd say, a very exciting time for fighting games, right? We've just had Evo. Evo was really dope to watch. I'm sure you have a lot of stories about going because you got to go. But then also we're coming off the launch of Street Fighter 6 back in June, and so like I figured, what better time than now to have somebody like you come through and teach me how to get good, because as of last year, right? Last year you came by around the same time, right? I think it was like early August, late July. You came through, you showed me and Imran the ropes of Street Fighter 5, and that was my first time getting into Street Fighter, at least trying to get good whatsoever at Street Fighter. Since then, you know, played a bit more. Hold on, I gotta turn off my phone. My phone's on, and I'm hearing myself in double. But yeah, since then I played way more Street Fighter 5, enjoyed it, played other fighting games, and when Street Fighter 6 came out, got super into Street Fighter 6, got super into playing ranked, got super into, like, you know, playing my guy Luke, playing my girl Kimberly, and trying to get good. And I feel like now is a better time than ever to get you on and help me get even better. Help me rank up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 6 is pretty, 6 is, you know, the new hotness in the FGC right now. Everyone's playing Street Fighter 6. This is probably, I think, the most played fighting game. Like you said, Evo was recent. 7,000 people for Street Fighter alone at Evo, which is nuts to say. That's the biggest biggest fighting game event ever. That's the most entrants in a fighting game bracket, actually. So, you know, this game's the new hotness. Everyone's enjoying Street Fighter 6. I've been having the time of my life playing 6 as well. So
tell me about your Evo. So you went. When did you get down in Las Vegas? Did you land at like Thursday evening, I assume?
I went to Evo. I landed on Wednesday because I like to go gamble. It's still Vegas. I like having a good time.
Oh my gosh! This means partying right before getting to a big tournament. All right.
Yeah, gamble, hang out, see everyone, see FGC friends, industry friends, all that stuff before like the huge tournament. And like I said, it's kind of like the calm before the storm. And yeah, going into this Evo was much different from all the other Evos because, like I said, all the other Evos, I think the most people I've seen in bracket were like 2,000. 2,000 still a lot, but 7,000 for 6 is kind of like eye-opening and like kind of maddening if you think about it.
Yeah. So this year, how was competing compared to last year? Because last year, of course, was SF5. This year, Street Fighter 6. And I imagine that there was way more people entered. I imagine the energy was different for Street Fighter 6, right?
Yeah. I mean, the venue was like the venue is huge. Like everyone's gathering around the Street Fighter 6 booths. Obviously, there's still people playing like Guilty Gear or Mortal Kombat or whatever it might be, but for 6 the audience was huge. It was just like a sea of heads, everyone gathered around, cheering, popping off, going crazy, watching Street Fighter 6 being played. So there's that. It was definitely kind of like way different from 5 because there was a lot of people there for Street Fighter 5, but not nearly as many people for 6. I mean, not nearly as much as 6.
Gotcha. So how has the transition to 6 been for you? Because of course, like last year, you had your moment at Evo, right? Like that Sunday, just blazing through and like getting to the finals, right? And having that explosive, like, oh damn, this dude's like on an insane run right now. And now it's Street Fighter 6, right? Like it's a different game. Is making that transition like? Is it weird? Does all that still translate or transition from Street Fighter 5 in terms of your game knowledge and in terms of how it feels to play and stuff?
So I feel like the game knowledge is definitely different. I feel like the fundamentals, I've been playing fighting games for like my life, is still there. Like the fundamentals, the understanding of fighting games, but the transition from 5 to 6 is definitely different. There's a lot more mechanics and other like little nuances. There's new characters, Kimberly, Marissa. There's tons of like new stuff that you still have to learn from just Street Fighter in general. That kind of makes this game like feel fresh and exciting.
Gotcha. So I guess let's get into Street Fighter 6, right? Right now I'm in the practice mode. I'm gonna go back to mode select. And also, as I do that, Kevin, a lot of people in chat are talking about like the levels. I think the game might be a little bit loud and I might be a bit quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance that out right now.
But as I get in, like, how have you liked Street Fighter 6? Like, do you like the changes? Do you like the drive mechanics? Like, where are you at with this game now that we're about a few months in?
I enjoy the game. I love that the game has it kind of revived the New York scene. As a lot of people know, I'm in New York, and like we have a lot of like local tournaments and major tournaments in New York. New York's pretty big state. I mean, pretty big in the United States, but it's revived the tournament scene. I'm grateful for that. The drive system, while it could get a little hectic, it's definitely good for like enjoying the game and the user experience. It makes the game feel like fresh, and every match kind of feel different. At Evo, a lot of people were using the drive system. It's kind of like, the faster you learn the drive system, the better you're going to perform in tournament. I've always kind of considered myself a bit of a slow learner for like learning fighting games and learning like new system mechanics and stuff. So there's always that, but everyone's drive impacting, drive rushing, whatever it might be, drive reversal. There's just so much stuff to do with the drive system. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. So what I want to do, right now I am platinum 1 in rank, which for me I feel like is pretty good for what my level of Street Fighter is. But my goal is to get to the next after platinum. What is above platinum? Is that diamond?
Yeah, diamond.
Yeah. So I want to get to diamond. That's my goal right now. I figure how we do this is I jump in and I play some ranked matches, and you give me feedback based on things you notice, based on things you think I could do better, based on things maybe you think I could do less, and we go from there. I main Luke. Or at least I'm platinum 1 with Luke. I also play a lot of Kimberly, but I'm still in silver with Kimberly. Who do you usually play?
I've been playing Manon, one of the new characters in the game. So I can play Manon, Jury, JP. I know a lot of people. Everyone hates JP in the fighting game scene right now. That is the character to hate on right now. Everyone has a vendetta with that character. But I think I've been playing a lot of Manon. She's kind of been the character I kind of gravitated towards when the game came out. So
Gotcha.
I think she's pretty cool. But yeah, the thing with Luke is Luke's pretty cool. He's like I was talking to you a bit earlier, the voice actor is super into FGC. Luke was actually just in the grand finals for Evo with Ben and RD.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know,
which is really cool to see.
Yeah, I know. It kind of sucks, being an old head. I do miss Ryu. I definitely think Ryu is kind of a cool protagonist, but Luke's kind of the new guy right now.
No more drive game.
Oh, this isn't looking good.
So already I'm in Burnout.
The thing with this game too is managing the drive system is super important. Using your EX meter is always super good, but you definitely want to slow down a bit. But I feel like with Luke, as soon as you get the pressure going, you kind of can just steamroll or kind of just impose your will.
We've got ourselves a winner.
What are your thoughts on
One thing I can already kind of see, this Marissa player is kind of just jumping a lot. So I think if you use crouch heavy punch whenever she jumps.
Oh yeah.
Marissa's kind of another one of those newcomers that's kind of just she's really cool to see. I kind of like the design element of Marissa. Oh my god, I think you're dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I fucked that up.
Bro, she does so much damage. And she's another new popular character in the game right now.
It's funny, Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
The ever crucial opening round is about to begin.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
Ah.
Ooh, hold on. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter.
Good stuff there.
Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match. Gotta be planning something.
Yeah, so this person gets good reaction for the drive impact.
Yeah.
Look at the damage they can pump out with this power.
Goddamn.
Yeah, this guy is.
Have me trapped in that corner.
This guy's offensive sequences are pretty good, but like I said, I always feel like the number one thing that's always daunting for fighting game newcomers is always just stopping jumps, which I always feel like it's hard, and games teach you how to anti-air, but I feel like even when I was first learning fighting games, that's always the hardest thing. I feel like. Oh, nice jump dive.
iDom, I'm gonna ask you this question for the just because Bless, I know he's concentrating right now. For there's a lot of the game kind of has chat going on. I think it's commentary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can turn the commentary on.
Okay.
I like usually playing with the commentary on.
Yeah. Just because I feel like right now we're throwing a lot of voices at the stream.
Usually I leave it on because when I'm streaming this game, when I am in it,
yeah,
it's nice to have the voices to listen to.
We'll see you next match.
It's funny. All the commentators, whenever I talk to the actual commentators, in real life, it's funny because I'm like, yo, how cool is it to hear your own voice in the game? And when I talk to Tasty Steve and Vicious and everyone else, James Shannon, another one. it's always cool to hear their reaction. And you're like, man, it was so much fun working on the game and such. And I was like, yo, that's so sick. I feel like, because I feel like you get the actual tournament vibe. Like people hearing somebody commentate your matches and like hearing feedback from like someone else is always like so cool. And I feel like you don't really get that experience unless you go to a tournament and you end up like on stream or something.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I feel like I learn a bit from the commentary. Like they call out certain things that I might not be thinking about, right? Where they're like, "Oh yeah, this person's drive gauge is low," and I'm like, "Oh, I can take advantage of that." Like, you know, that kind of stuff I feel like is useful to know sometimes. Drago in chat says, "Bless you. You go to local tournaments." I've not. Like I've only been to one local tournament, and that was back when I lived in Seattle, and it was for Smash. And it was like the most embarrassing thing ever because I brought a Wiimote, and they're like, "Who's this guy with a Wiimote? Like, what's going on here? Where's your GameCube controller?" And I'm like, "Damn, I didn't realize. I knew it was a Smash tournament. I didn't realize it was hardcore like that. Because like, even with that Wiimote on Brawl, like I'm pretty decent." But I didn't realize that like these were some fucking gamers, dude. Like they were not messing around with that.
Yeah, when I went to my first local tournament, it was way back in 2012, and like I came with like my Xbox 360 controller, and I saw all these dudes on like light sticks and stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like intimidating. But now with all these new games, I feel like even playing on like PlayStation controller or Xbox controller, some of like the best players in the world. Actually, myself, I play on a PlayStation controller right now. I feel like the people have gotten so much better with just using like whatever they're comfortable with. Nice throw. And, like the corner position in Street Fighter is just like so huge. I feel like, and just like positioning in general.
Because that sets you up for like, you know, more options with the drive impact too, right?
Yeah.
Hit them off the wall if they block it.
Mm-hmm.
Like right there.
It's funny. I've never seen that. I played this game for so long, and like I got to like test and see all the beta. I don't think I've ever seen that jury comp.
Yeah.
Question for the chat. From the chat, Invisible Man 44 says, "Do you use the D-pad on the PS controller?"
I actually do.
Yeah,
like D-pad is the main way I play on PlayStation controller.
Yeah, I use the D-pad as well. I've always kind of felt like, you know, I've gotten comfortable. There's always the 360 pad was the 360 D-pad was horrible, but even from playing on that and to like switching to like PlayStation and other Xbox controllers, I've always just used the D-pad. That punish. Oh, I thought that was close enough to the wall. I feel like,
Oh!
Okay, he doesn't know.
Fuck, I fucked that up.
Oh no.
I was like one good hit away.
Now, Bless, how much Street Fighter are you playing right now?
Nowadays, so I've taken like the last month off, so I am coming back in a little bit rusty, but like, I put in 70 hours into Street Fighter 6. Most of that was from June to July. I guess like May to July because I had the review code.
And that meant you can't play in the tournaments, right?
Yeah, I can't enter any like Capcom Cup tournaments. At least for the time being. Like I imagine by next year, like if I wanted to do Evo, it'd be fine. But
dude,
I don't know if I have confirmation on that. Also, I just
7,000 people though. That's so many.
Coming from the last Evo, there was a line to get into the Evo before that wasn't that long. There was a line that I heard this year for Evo. It took people 2 hours to get into the venue because the line was so long, and there was just so many people trying to get in.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what the numbers are for next year's.
Next year's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
I think the numbers are only going to get bigger, and especially since like Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, Project L possibly. There's just like so many fighting games. Like I said, we're close to a fighting game renaissance in my opinion.
Somebody in the chat asked earlier, iDom, are you playing Tekken 8 or Mortal? Or not Tekken? I'm sorry, they just said Tekken or Mortal Kombat right now.
I didn't know whether you're gonna get over or not, but I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 1. Tekken 8, I'm gonna play. I've always played Tekken very casually, but I'm not the best Tekken player. But Mortal Kombat, I'll definitely try to play competitively because I think Mortal Kombat's sick.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned being in a fighting game renaissance. Like, I feel like we're there, and like I think it's been slowly growing for a minute, especially now that we have Arc System Works is like has been firing on all cylinders for like the last generation or so. But like Guilty Gear Strive coming out, was that last year or a couple years ago? I feel.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago, yeah. Like, I feel like that alone, I'm like, God damn, like these games, like 2D fighters have gotten so good, and now, yeah, back to back, we're getting Street Fighter, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat, maybe Project L soon, right? Like, it's nonstop.
Yeah, when Guilty Gear came out, that was kind of like the whole like start of it, especially during COVID. But like they with Guilty Gear Strive, they kind of showed, you know, even with COVID, you know, fighting games could still, you know, prevail. And now I feel like the FGC's been growing non-stop ever since all these games have come out. But like I said, 6 is making it even better. Oh my god, Zangief, you know?
Yeah. Fighting a modern Zangief too, and so this man
I didn't even realize
pulling out commands.
modern.
Yeah. Like fighting a modern Zangief in Platinum, I'm like, oh, this person's probably about to pull out some shit, dude.
So does the modern, like, because I haven't played this game. I have it, but I just haven't had sat down and actually played. Did the modern, it radically changes the controls, right?
Yeah, I would compare it more to like, imagine classic's like the normal way of playing fighting games, but playing modern is more like a smash kind of like button scheme. So it makes it kind of like easier for newcomers to the genre. Perfect.
I think
Somebody talking shit in chat, so I had to pull out the perfect.
I think before we went live, you guys were talking about. Did you say some modern people made it into like the higher levels at Evo?
Yeah, so there was a modern Japanese Chun player, which, you know, when I first heard about modern and I was hearing everything about modern, I was like, man, if you played a fighting game before, you know, modern, I don't think it would be hard to kind of switch to modern. But, you know, I enjoy people proving me wrong. Stun too. Oh, double perfect. Oh, this is double. No. Oh, okay.
You said it. Oh, there we go. Double perfect. All right, yeah. I was like, you said it so early. We were so close. Chat, let me know how the audio mixing is feeling now. Are we a little too loud? Let me know.
One of the things I do need to get better at is like figuring out those punishes, because like I'm sure those plenty of other options I had that could do way more damage. I just couldn't think of one, and so I was like, I'll just grab him twice. Got him.
Oh.
Thanks, chat.
I hate Zangief in like most Street Fighter games, but I love Zangief's design in this game because like growing up and being a huge wrestling fan, to see him do like suplexes and DDTs are always like,
oh yeah. Oh
my god.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on that move, huh?
That's the thing. Zangief, yeah, has like a lot of high damage grabs.
So another dumb question. I noticed that on your rank, it's platinum with 1 star, and then the person you were playing earlier had 2 stars. Does that mean that they're closer to that diamond?
Yes.
Yeah. So you'll go from like platinum 1 to platinum 2 to platinum 3, etc. And then when you get to platinum 5, you go up to diamond. But yeah, everyone's kind of just working up to master. I kind of wish this game had like a top 500 kind of thing, or like a, you know, like, hey, this guy's a tournament player or something. Because like when you get to master, it's kind of like, yeah, you're really good at the game, but you know what's after master? Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But like that would be so cool if it just said tournament on there. Oh. Sorry, Bless. I'm not trying to distract you.
No. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you want the rematch? I wanted the best 2 out of 3.
The one and doneers of Street Fighter 6. That's always kind of the one thing everyone hates with kind of this game. There's people online I'll beat you once and then just not running back. And
Yeah.
Trying to up that score. You know what I mean?
trying to get the points. You know, the closer you are to master, the better.
So when you're playing, do you have to just find people to like play against, or do you find that like just going and kind of, you know, seeing who like you're randomly put against, like does that work? Or
for me, since I can enter like online tournaments. Like I said, I go to my locals in New York, like a lot of locals and like major tournaments. When I play online though, since my MR is so high, it takes me a while to find a match, and it kind of annoying, because I could be waiting like 5 to 10 minutes waiting for my next match, and it's kind of like, okay, I kind of just want to play. But the matches I do get are, you know, obviously versus like really strong players.
Yeah. Now, is the tier or the platinum or whatever, is that tied to you as a gamer, or is it the characters you're playing?
It's more tied to more so the characters you're playing, because it is different if like, you know, you're really good with like Luke or Kimberly or something, and then you can be like absolutely terrible with like Zangief.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, do you find yourself in that position where you're like, let me see, let me work on this character and try to get that in, or like, have you already figured out the characters you want and you're like, I'm dialed with those? Like, how often are you trying to expand your roster, I guess is what I'm asking.
Pretty often. It's pretty important in competitive fighting games to like know like a lot of the cats. Right now, I've always kind of had like you gotta perfect one before you move on to the next. So I've been trying to like perfect Manon right now. I think she's strong in the competitive scene right now. Is kind of like the obvious favorite characters, and then like the outliers that are like kind of strong, but like you don't really see too often. So that's kind of like what I've been trying to do. I'm trying to like shake up the meta, or like change like the perception.
Yeah.
Oh. The Jerry player kind of got combo. Oh, is that gonna work? Oh, that does work. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, honest, I meant to do my level 3. That was an accident. Oh, what?
Oh.
I knew he was gonna pull something out. I didn't think that it was gonna be something that would beat my my super. Yeah. So, do you have any? What are your backup characters that aren't unknown?
I play Jury. I've been playing Jury and JP. Those are kind of like the two backup characters. They're pretty, you know, prevalent in like the tournament scene right now. Like right now, there's been a lot of Jury, JP. I think the best player, one of the best players right now is from Japan, and he plays JP. He's like really strong. He actually just won a pretty big tournament. Also, the Evo winner plays Ken, Angry Bird. he was Angry Bird was like really strong in Street Fighter 5 as well. But he just won Evo this year in 6 with Ken, which is pretty cool to see as well. I think,
So when
I was gonna
no,
say,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think so. I think one of the, like I said, the hardest hurdles for like newcomers in fighting games is more so kind of just stopping like jumps and like the dash checks and like getting the good punishes down. Oh, welcome to this time.
Yeah, I feel like those 3 things are like the 3
Yeah.
things that I want to do better.
So iDom, when like this game came out, how did you find like who you wanted to play as? Do you just start playing different characters at random, or are you kind of hoping that like, or are you taking them into like the little practice rounds to kind of feel them out?
There's always I always say go into like training mode, figure out who you think is cool. I've always kind of just tried to play who I think is cool in a fighting game, because honestly I feel like that's kind of like the main thing. You're gonna want to play the game more when you're playing a character you think looks sick. So that's always been my advice. I stand by that advice. Funny enough, even as a competitor, I think it makes sense to play somebody who's gonna make you want to turn on the game. I feel like it's weird with fighting games, because it's not like other genres where like you're gonna turn on the game regardless. Like you could be playing a shooter and like no matter what I'm gonna turn on the game, or like you're playing a single player game, I can't really switch off of like who I'm gonna use. But in like fighting games, I always think it's super important just to like find a character you like and make it interesting.
And when you like decide to do a new character or try to work on a new character, is that like, oh, I really like how this character looks in like these outfits, or is it like, oh, I like how these people have kicked my ass, let me see if I can try to get some of that technique down?
So funny, I made a YouTube video, funny enough, about this. I've said there are 5 reasons to ever pick a character. There's like, what was it? It was aesthetic. Obviously, you just want to play the character who's good.
Yeah.
But there was one that I thought was funny, because I've done this partially. You pick a character out of spite. You play somebody online, and they just like beat your ass with this character, and then you're like,
no, I'm not having this. I'm taking them down.
I'm picking this character. Funny enough, the person who won Guilty Gear Strive won because that happened. So Leffen, he had picked Happy Chaos. He had lost to Happy Chaos last year, and he had picked up Happy Chaos this year out of spite, because I think he was mad that he lost to Happy Chaos last year, and he actually won Evo this year with Happy Chaos.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I always think that story's those are hilarious, because I've done that a few times in fighting games myself.
And then Invisible Man 44 in the Twitch chat says, are there any characters you hate playing against?
In Street Fighter 6 currently, I would say kind of just like Ken. I think Ken's like really strong right now. JP's kind of another one. I think he's kind of like, it's just like strong in the game. But like I said, the game's been out for like 2 months. This is just like from, early impressions, more so to say.
All right, I'm gonna hop into practice because I want to. I think focusing on those 3 things you're talking about.
Yeah, I've always So one cool thing about 6, there's actually online training mode. So actually, if you could invite me or I can invite you, you could actually.
Oh, really?
Into online training mode session.
Dope. Yeah, let's do that actually. I believe I probably have to add you with your Capcom account, right?
Yeah. Okay. There's like a million menus in this game. I still get lost in this game.
Yeah.
So please
yeah,
bear with me.
I know how to get there.
Yeah. Let me know if we need to hide screens or anything. I don't know how any of this, Just give me a heads up if we need to do anything like that.
We'll probably will in a second. We'll give
Okay.
iDom a second to pull up his info.
And then also, iDom, you can put anything if you want to send text. You can send that via the Discord chat. And
Actually, I think the menu you're at, I think if you hit search by player name and
Okay.
then just type iDom, I think that should be the first one up, hopefully.
This is gonna be great if this works. Yeah, is that you? That's
Yeah,
that's
that-
a Manon.
that was me.
Oh yeah, it's
Yep.
Master. That's you.
Yep.
Easy. Dope. And then yeah, if you start the practice, I can accept it. But yeah, I think punishing is the thing I want to get better at for sure. Cause that's the thing. That's like in my fighting game. I guess like general knowledge, right? Like, cause like for me, I think on the casual level, I like to think that I'm pretty good at fundamentally like getting into any fighting game. Like I know how fighting games move. I know like how to like kind of get into like, all right, cool. I can pick up a random Tekken character and do fine, right? Like I can kind of get the fundamentals down. But yeah, punishing is a thing that I've never really nailed. Like the way I punish things is by grabbing or by like doing whatever bread and butter combo that I already have on deck. And so that I want to get better at. The anti-airs in Street Fighter is a thing that I've not practiced on really, and I know that's a thing that would totally change up my game. And so good anti-air stuff, and then I forget what the third thing was. I think like maybe combos or like drive rush type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get better at.
I sent you an invite. I think you got to go to what, the fighting ground on the
see.
right.
Oh, let's go fighting ground. Ah! I popped out. Yeah, like Steam ID in chat says anti-airing is worth a few ranks by itself, for sure.
It's the hardest thing about fighting games is learning how to anti-air. I feel like that is like the number one thing. I've gone to tournaments and like people always ask me, how'd you get so good at anti-airing? I've played fighting games and I've literally instinctively anti-air. Like I feel like I forgot how to not anti-air. I've played so many fighting games.
it's a good spot to be, though.
Yeah.
No, wait, that is not you. For a second, I almost joined up or almost like accepted that thing thinking it was you. All right,
I
fighting
think,
ground.
yeah, and then you go to online all the way on the right.
And then custom room?
Yeah. Yeah, custom.
Oh, view invites, I see.
Yeah.
There we go.
I love how complicated menus have gotten.
Oh my god.
That is one thing, you know, I love this game, but my god, the menus just are so complicated. I do not understand. Yeah. So yeah, early on, I said for like an experienced player, obviously doing like a uppercut motion would probably be the best thing, but I definitely think crouch heavy punch, like it's just like a timing thing. So even like, if you get a good timing on the crouch heavy punch, that's literally I think that's diamond by itself. If you can just stop people
Really?
from jumping a lot, yeah. But it's so hard to time, and it's just like practice. Like when somebody jumps at me, it's literally instinctive for me not to anti-air. Like you can do a million different timings. Like you can jump at me, and like it's just gonna happen. I feel like I can't not anti-air.
Yeah, you got a whole combo to
Yeah.
link it to. God damn. Is that the same for all characters? Is it always gonna be down heavy punch for
No,
anti-air?
So
Or is that Luke?
That's a Luke thing. Every character's anti-airs are usually different. There's not always down heavy punch, but I
Okay.
do feel like it's cut. I think for a lot of the cast it is. I want to say. I know Kimberly's is down heavy, Manon's is down heavy, Jerry's is down. Actually, I think not for everyone, but it's definitely for a lot of the
A
cast.
handful of players.
Yeah. Another thing is like easy punishes. The medium punch target combo you do with Luke, the medium one. Yeah, so that's really good. But also something that I feel like Luke kind of can do that's pretty unique to him. So if you do the first two medium punches and do quarter circle forward punch, double quarter circle forward punch, you'll get like your level 1 super like right after. Like leads to a lot of damage.
Oh shit! Yeah, I never thought to even do that. Hold on. I don't think that worked. Let's try it again. I didn't hit that. There we go.
So you can do that with like all of his supers, even not just his level 1. So like if he does level 2, you could do what? Quarter circle back punch. Yeah, level 3 as well.
Huh. This changes a lot already. I'll tell you right now. This changes so much off the bat. Because that's why I'm always trying to go for the drive impact in the corner. Because like that's the only way I know for sure I'm gonna hit my my level 3 super or any of my supers. But like having just that simple combo be able to lean into it changes a lot.
What else is there? Luke also has the flash knuckle, so if he does what is it? Heavy punch, quarter circle back, heavy punch, and not even have to charge it. I feel like that move is just really good on its own because it gives really good screen space. You get so much like leeway, easy combo, and like I said, the corner in this, and I feel like every fighting game is usually like so hard to fight out of. So just something simple like that. Like Luke's so good because also, like I said, a lot of his target combos, his light, medium, heavy target combo is really good into heavy knuckle.
Oh yeah, like hit me. That guy right there.
Yeah.
I like this one too because like I feel like I can get that first hit. I can get it off pretty quickly, as opposed to like if I start off with my medium combo, I feel like it takes maybe like a frame or two longer to actually hit.
Yeah, but the cool thing with the target combo is they're all still special cancelable, so you can still do a fireball or like a heavy knuckle after you still hit the heavy one.
Wait, after I hit the heavy punch, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me try that again. Oh shit! Huh?
No, and like I said, you don't even have to do the super. You can just do like quarter circle back heavy punch, and I feel like you still get the move as well.
Back heavy punch. Oh, this guy right here.
Is uncharged?
Uncharged.
Yeah.
Like if I just okay.
Yeah, don't even hold it.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah,
getting the rhythm is tricky, but like there's definitely rhythm to it.
Yeah, there's just like there's so many. I feel like I've always said this. There's so many like little things in fighting games that like no one really like. It's hard to show, and like I said, this game does a really good job of like trying to teach you like anti-airs and just like simple things. I actually think if you go into the offline training mode, they have like they teach you like a lot of the basic fundamentals of fighting games really well in this game compared to like other like previous Street Fighter. Like funny enough, for me, doing combos is like I said second nature. Like doing combos like this all just second nature. Like I like it doesn't even I don't even have to like think about it too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like a newer player or like people getting into the game, I just feel like there's so much scary stuff and like learning the fighting game that kind of makes it kind of daunting. Also, reacting to drive impact, that's another thing that's pretty important to practice. It's kind of like as a jump scare, even the best players in the world don't react to drive impact, but I definitely think that's also like an easy.
It's definitely that one's definitely taken me like a month and a half to like start doing regularly. Like I still can't hit it most of the time, but like I'm now my brain is when I see it immediately hit that L1 button for drive impact as opposed to panic. Like sometimes I'll panic and start like tapping jab to like try and get those few hits in so I can cancel it. But like that, like in that same time I can just hit L3.
It's so funny because when this game was coming out, everyone's like, man, nobody's gonna use it. At Evo Grand Finals, and those are like the best players in the world.
Oh, they were using it.
Yeah, no one was even stopping it. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny to see. I was like, nobody's gonna use this. This is everyone's just gonna react to it
That's
easily.
honestly, it's pretty cool that it's worked out so well, because I had that same thought when I first started playing it in the closed betas or whatever. Of this seems like almost like a mechanic for lower level players. It feels like a bottleneck kind of mechanic where it's when you first pick up the game, it's the thing that's going to destroy you, and then once you get like a little bit beyond that, it's not even going to matter anymore. But the fact that it does matter at like the highest level of play makes it a really impressive thing, because yeah, like I think it just adds another dimension of, oh, I have this in my back pocket that I can pull out, that if you're not paying attention, it's gonna fuck you, which is pretty dope to have. I want to bring in a question from chat. There's somebody in here, I believe, who's another Manon player. I'm trying to find the thing. I kind of lost it, but they were asking for some Manon combos. If you have anything that you can teach them.
So there's pretty basic combos. Like she has like the easy heavy punch target combo. It's just like heavy. Medium punch into quarter circle back kicks is also really good. There's the really advanced combos like, you know, double target combo, drive rush, you know, all that. This is like, you know, that takes a while. That's like the super advanced combos that kind of just like come from playing the game. I would always feel like, shameless plug, I did like a Manon combo tutorial on my YouTube channel that's actually really good, that can show you like
snap. That's
a
cool.
lot of like basic Manon combos all the way to the advanced ones as well.
So when you're picking up a new character, again, like coming off of playing so much Street Fighter 5, when you're figuring out what these longer combo chains are, is that you in training just doing it over and over and over again until you get it? And like, how long does it take before you're like, okay, I've internalized this now?
So coming from so many different fighting games, you know, I hate to admit this, it takes me a while to actually still learn combos. It takes me like a good 2 weeks to really get everything down, because like I said, I turned on Street Fighter 6, I was still doing Street Fighter 5 combos a lot of the time. Funny enough, Rashid came out a couple of weeks ago, and when I was playing Rashid and trying him out, I was still acting like I was playing Rashid from Street Fighter 5 when he's entirely different in Street Fighter 6. So switching characters takes me a while. I know for like other pro players it's easy to just switch, but for me it still takes a while. Learning the combos though, it's kind of just like there's a fighting game fundamental or like nuance, and it's like, okay, well, this should probably work here or that should probably work there. But I feel like I kind of just learned that from playing so many fighting games.
Gotcha. Another question here from chat. It says, not gonna lie, Burnout still confuses me. Like, what is it and what does it do? It's bad, right?
Okay, Burnout is really, really bad. So, the thing with Burnout, I think I can change this because.
Oh yeah, right now in training it's not turned on.
No.
Also, one question real quick, iDom. Your YouTube channel, is it iDom NYC?
FGC.
FGC.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to set up training mode. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
It was right there. Now I'm in Burnout.
Yeah. So if you block, I believe, like right now. Oh, how do I not get it to go back? Actually, perfect. You could do this. Can you use EX mode? Yeah, use the EX mode real quick. Yeah, okay, perfect. So if you block in Burnout, kind of like what high level is right now, you're in an infinite block string. You can't do anything about this. Burnout is really bad because like all my buttons just get like more frame advantage, and then you kind of just get stunned easily in the corner. So Burnout's really bad in this game. It's kind of like what the meta of high level is kind of just avoid Burnout. Going into Burnout's not bad if you're going to win. Like, you're just like, I'm going to win right now. So you kind of can't do anything about this, because if you hit a button, you're going to get hit, because my button's more advantageous because you're in Burnout. So I can kind of just do this all day. Most characters have something like this. Luke has one as well. So if I put myself in Burnout real quick. If you do stand medium punch, into one stand medium punch into crouch light punch, I can't do anything about this. Like I'll literally just get hit if I kind of just try to challenge you, and like it's just gonna lead into full combo. So being in Burnout is really bad in this game, like terrible.
Yeah.
But if you think you're gonna win and you just think, man, I'm just gonna win right now, then you know obviously going into Burnout's not cool. I like that it kind of adds like depth to the game. Like if you think you're him and you're just gonna win and you're never gonna get hit, go into Burnout all you want. It's perfectly fine. But you know,
Yeah, like sometimes when I'm playing ranked, I'll like if I know I can get a good chain of moves off, I might do it. Just be like, yo, fuck it. Like we've all. But it is so dangerous too because it also removes some of your options, right? Like when you're in Burnout, you can't do any of the drive moves because the drive moves are what take out that meter. So like if I do like overdrive where I press down forward in like multiple punches, right? I'm doing that powered up version of my Sandblast, which eats up my drive meter that's up there. If I do a drive impact, right? Like that takes up. So now I'm in Burnout because I did too many of those drive moves, and now guess what? I can't do drive impact. I can't do parries, and I can't do any of the OD moves. And so I have so many moves down right now that I can't do, which is such a disadvantage.
Yeah, like every move has like an option. Obviously, drive impact's kind of the move you want to do when the other person's in Burnout. So
yeah, that's my thing. Like at my level right now, right? If I'm in Burnout, how did you burn it out that quickly? Actually, what'd you do to burn out super quick? Oh, you're just doing like an OD.
Yeah, the
thing?
OD move.
Gotcha. But I forgot what I was talking about. When I burn out super quickly, I forgot where I was going. But it's not good. It's not good. Is the gist of it.
I still it's so funny because when I hear people say OD, I still feel like such an old head because I still say EX moves and it bothers me.
Dude, I was doing I do the same. What's EX originally from? Is that a Mortal Kombat term?
EX was,
or is that Street Fighter? Is that Street Fighter EX?
Street Fighter. Yeah, that was from like Street Fighter EX. Mortal Kombat has the X moves, and they changed.
That's confusing.
This game has OD, but I just never say OD. It's still EX. I'm too much of an old head. I can't switch.
God. Oh, another thing. Somebody mentioned that I can turn on like certain colors for cancelables. Is that a training thing? Like, am I able to like make it so that I can see what moves are cancelable?
I have to. Is it an online training mode? I know it's an offline training mode. I'm not sure about online training mode.
Maybe I'll check that out when I'm in offline.
All right, super dumb question, but where are we seeing that burnout happening? Is it?
It's the green bar right under the health.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so like.
Yeah, so my burnout is I already got the burnout, so I'm kind of just like.
Then what I was gonna say is at my level, like if I'm in Burnout and somebody hits a drive impact, my reflex is to like drive impact back, right? But like I don't have it, and so I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah.
When I'm there, and it's a problem.
Don't worry, that happens at the highest level in tournaments. That happens at tournaments so often. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, because it's that muscle memory.
Yeah, it's hilarious when it's not happening to me though. But yeah, it's definitely still slow. You know, the game's still fairly new. People are still getting used to a lot of the new mechanics and like the new stuff.
I think I see this move a lot when I'm fighting other Lukes. Of like they'll do the heavy punch in the air as like I think as like an anti-air also.
So that move, super technical fighting game terminology right here. That move doesn't make any sense from a fighting game perspective. That move is really high up, and it's very hard to anti-air. If you jump at me, okay, I actually got that one. If you jump at me again, yeah, it hits so low, and it doesn't look like it should hit that low. It's really awkward for like just somebody who's played fighting games. I don't know why that moves like that, but there's not a lot of moves in the game. I just think that move kind of doesn't make any sense, but
like there's a few like even when I'm using Kimberly, there's she has an heavy R2 in the air that's like this twirl kick that gets me at such a ridiculous distance.
Yeah, there's obviously good jump-ins in the game, but like I said, in the fighting game terminology, that move's disjointed, which means his arm isn't where his arm appears to be. It's like a whole hitbox thing, and it kind of doesn't make any sense. So that's where it kind of comes from.
Yeah.
But it's just that one. There's a few moves like that in the game, but yeah, Luke's arm's not where Luke's arm is.
I want to try a couple of those like that triangle combo into a super real quick. If I can punch. There we go. Okay. It's weird because I have to like get myself in the right frame of mind of like just press the buttons, just press the combo. I keep trying to wait for like the animation to happen, which messes with the timing. But there we go.
I don't know. Can you see your? Oh wait, no. You see my button. If you hit start, I believe, and go to. Can you go to hit R1? Yeah, and hit frame input display for player 1 and 2. I think if you change that.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah. So, one trick to I feel like playing fighting games, because I do this a lot too. Before I even do a special move, I know I'm going to do super. I'm already inputting the super before like the cancel window is there. So if you do like medium, and you're already inputting the super, I feel like you would get it like very consistently.
Gotcha. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm so used to it might have been like the Mortal Kombat games on PS2 or something. Like the combo based fighting games that I played growing up were very much like, oh yeah, you just do the inputs along with the animation and you'll be fine. Whereas I think this has more of a like just like I feel like I need to input it quicker and more consistently.
Bless in the YouTube super chats. Abram Cordero says, "Hey Bless, can I add you as a friend on Street Fighter 6?"
You know, I was thinking, like somebody mentioned earlier of like, hey, what can we run some matches? I think I could be down for that actually. That sounds like a fun time. I can maybe get a room going in a bit. I think after this, let me do some more ranked, and then yeah, let's maybe get a room going and have some fun.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Now, Bless, how are you feeling about implementing some of the new things you've learned? Do you think that you're at a place where you can internalize that and make those moves happen? Or is it going to take more practice?
I mean, I'm down to try. You know, we're streaming, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
like, I want to have some fun while we're on the screen.
100%. I'm all about that.
If I was at home, I would just be on training and doing this all day. But sure, like let's hop in some ranked matches. Let's have some fun.
I'd also love to send you home with some homework and have you come back at some point sooner, you know, rather than...
yeah.
And have you see how you've progressed.
What is this virtual controller thing? Is that
so-
like you can take over somebody else?
No, so you can see how the player is hitting the button. So I think if you put on player 1, yeah, you can see.
That's sick.
Yeah, you can see what buttons I hit as I do them. So yeah. Yeah, the training mode for this game is actually really good. I feel like, you know, a lot of people don't like going to training mode, but like all the training mode options in this game make it really easy and like really good to see like where to improve from, like the cancel windows, the frame data, the damage, everything's literally here. I feel like this is probably like the best training mode in a fighting game ever, to be honest.
I'm super impressed by all y'all. I did not know this virtual controller was a thing, and that's fucking cool as hell, dude. All right, let's hop into some more ranked.
Lemon Bendy in the chat, in the Twitch chat says, "Little did we know this game was designed for a Genesis controller."
Dude, I did get a controller from Victrix, I believe. That was like this gamepad where you can like take out the the side that has the face buttons and put in like a mini like fight stick looking like 6-button layout on the right side of your controller. It looks
pretty cool.
ridiculous.
It's the Victrix BCFG, I want to say. I think that was the name of it. It's so good. A lot of people in the tournament scene actually use it, and they love it. I don't know if they use the actual like fighting game loadout, but yeah, there's actually a lot of people. Funny enough, one of the best Guilty Gear players in New York play on it. Funny enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, damn, I got a game pretty quickly. Shout out to the matchmaking in this game. When it works, it works well.
When it works, but when you're high MR and you're waiting 10 minutes for a match.
Oh yeah. Listen, at platinum rank, working pretty good.
And then iDom, when you're starting a new, like trying someone new, how quickly does it take you to go up the ranks? Like, are you ranking up incredibly fast?
Yeah, usually. Like, I always think this, like, the basic fundamentals of a fighting game can kind of carry you to Diamond, maybe Master, but I feel like when you actually have to learn like the little nuances,
God damn,
all the combos and stuff, that's where
nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
Yeah.
Easy operation. Round 2. Fight.
Man, I hate Guile. I've never liked Guile in any fighting game.
Anytime I fight a guy online, I get so mad.
He's got great hair though.
He looks great. God damn it. That was my chance right there. Oh! And he just backs up.
If he had used that level, the medium super, I think that would have probably killed him. And I feel like the heavy punch, I feel like just closing the gap versus Guile is kind of like where you need to be. Oh, nice.
Man, so much just happened visually.
oh, he's in Burnout.
There we go.
There it is.
I realized with this guy, you just had to close the distance with him.
Yeah.
He loves just throwing that projectile.
Now, did you realize that, or did iDom tell you that?
If you did, I missed it. I was locked in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the fun thing about, well, fun and tricky thing about playing, fighting games is that like people that are playing it, they're so dialed in that like trying to talk to them at that moment is always a challenge.
iDom, do you stream a lot?
Yeah, I've been streaming like Street Fighter 6 a lot. I play like I play some random games here and there, but I've been streaming like 6 a lot.
Are you talking during matches? Do you find that to be challenging?
It is very hard. It is extremely hard. I play much worse when I'm talking and playing.
Yeah,
like,
that's why
I have to entertain my stream and I have to like keep them engaged. But like if I'm playing in like a tournament match or I'm doing like an important match, silence. Dead silence.
It's such a different.
I was gonna say you can actually hear my button presses if you're listening hard enough.
Oh yeah. Last thing is like people. I think a lot of people don't understand how like different environment. Oh, no, I'm not gonna train against myself. How different an environment it is streaming, playing fighting games ranked versus like playing at home by yourself, where you can just lock in and not even have to worry about anybody else. Because like it takes me a minute to even like get acclimated to this stream. where I'm like, great, I got people watching, but also trying to entertain and also have a conversation with Kevin and iDom, which is why I'm happy Kevin's here to like ask you questions while I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, take a little pressure off. Justin Joshin, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry, on Twitch says, iDom is selling himself short. He's super entertaining on stream. iDom, what is your Twitch channel?
Twitch TV, iDom_NY.
There you go. Simple enough. Everybody go follow him. Make sure that you follow him so you know next time he's streaming. I think that verbiage is right.
You got it.
God damn it, Bless, focus.
Oh, the anti-air?
Yeah, you got it. It's funny, I don't want to make a big deal about like when he hits those moments because I don't want to like throw him off. And then Scooby Dooby Doo in the chat asks, iDom, do you use a fight stick?
I know how to use a fight stick, but I prefer not to because I think it's very inconvenient traveling to tournaments with a fight stick.
Yeah.
Just in my personal opinion. But I usually just play on a PlayStation controller, actually.
It's the best controller around. A lot of people say that. A lot of people.
One thing also with practicing with this game, I feel like a lot of it's just like using your best button. I feel like Luke's best buttons are definitely his medium punch and his medium kick. So I feel like if you get into like a really close range and use those buttons, it's kind of bad at the back punish.
And then iDom, are you bringing your own controller to any place you playing at?
Because that's kind of like the tournament, rule. You bring your own controller, fight stick, whatever you play on. I've seen people in tournament play on Guitar Hero controller. So
no way.
Yeah.
Dude, there was somebody at Evo playing on an Xbox 360, like the console. They modded it into a fighting stick.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's also really cool that there's that flexibility of you bring in whatever you want.
Dude, there was somebody who was playing with a blindfold on Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, so I got to play Sev. I played him in Street Fighter 5. He's actually blind and he played Street Fighter and he's really good. But yeah, he played on stream at Evo. He won his Evo match versus somebody, and everyone in the crowd was electric. Like they were popping off for him. Everyone was like cheering. It was like very exciting to see.
That's really awesome, dude. The fact that like also Street Fighter has the tools to be accessible in that way, where somebody could straight up just play and not have vision. That's incredible. And that's a lot of skill to like be able to take that to Evo and actually compete.
And then another question from the Twitch chat, iDom. If you order a burger, do you expect cheese to be on the burger?
I feel like that is one of my loyal viewers because everyone I tell my chat all the time I hate cheese on my burger, but I eat cheese on anything. I hate cheese on a burger.
Wow. Is it like cheese and meat that you don't like together?
I don't know what it is. Like if I get like a sandwich or a burger, it can't have cheese. I guess.
Why is this? This person's internet is terrible.
Have you ever dabbled with different types of cheese? Monterey Jack, Swiss maybe?
All of them I can't have on my sandwich. Oh, what is this connection? Oh my god.
Yeah, his connection is really bad.
No good.
Here's the thing though. I grew up with really bad internet.
Yeah.
And so I actually kind of thrive in this environment. And so I'm not shaken by this.
He's like freezing and popping.
This dude.
I'm about to beat his ass. Like, you don't understand how good I am at fighting with bad internet. I played so much FIFA on bad Wi-Fi connection.
A Wi-Fi warrior.
This guy's playing on a toaster.
Wi-Fi warrior.
That's playing on a toaster.
Mm.
It was funny. Growing up, I had a friend who we would always play games online together, but I remember whenever his mom turned on the microwave, his internet went out. I thought it was hilarious. It kind of reminds me of this.
That's heartbreaking. I know it's been a long time, but I still remember the days of like my mom being like, "I'm trying to make a phone call," and me being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm downloading something."
Oh yeah. God, remember that like the sound?
Yeah.
that you're
Oh, I
doing?
remember it clearly.
Yeah.
Do, 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 you know?
Damn, I tried to do the medium combo into the thing, and I probably shouldn't try it with like this connection.
I like master rank and higher up rank, I rarely run into connections like this bad. But then
Yeah,
again,
this is.
I feel like you'll be shunned out of master if anyone figures your connection is this bad or something.
Like, you gotta wonder if this is on purpose at this point. Like, this person's on a 6-game win streak.
Oh wow.
Like, is that because of your internet?
But you're the Wi-Fi warrior. You got him.
Oh, they've adjusted.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. Their internet got a little bit better too. It's at
That's the
3
thing with
signals.
And like, I don't want to be the person making complaints, but like, they also got Zangief, who like has like big impact hits, so you need like less hits to win as Zangief versus another character. And so like, I feel like they're banking on like, oh yeah, as long if I can get 5 good grabs or 4 good grabs, and you're done. Oh, that was it. That was it.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, there we go.
Fuck.
Come on.
Why?
Just touch him.
I messed it up.
Oh, come on. It's not your fault. It's the internet. It's the internet. Go again, Bless. Go again.
Oh, absolutely not. Fix your internet. What was I gonna say? I saw somebody in chat mention a thing. Let me see here. Oh, somebody said Bless should level up from Luke to Ken. I will say, up until Evo, I was a bit self-conscious about my Ken, mainly because like I was viewing Ken as like a beginner type of character, right? Like he's that title character that is all like easy to get into, and I didn't know if that was gonna be viable at higher levels. And seeing that one of the players that got to finals was a Luke player, like helped make me feel very comfortable about like just using Luke, because I tried Ken in the past. Ken, for whatever reason, doesn't work as well for me.
It's funny, the grand finals at Evo was Luke versus Ken.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I've had it where when Street Fighter, I want to say it was when Street Fighter 5 was first around, I tried to get into it then, and like somebody who was trying to help teach me the basics, they're like, "Oh, you play aggressive? Maybe maybe use Ken because you play aggressive." Speaking of Luke versus Ken, and I tried a lot of Ken, and I, for whatever reason, like just couldn't get into it. This feels like getting out from the pool and like you're getting the sense of what gravity is again after not playing with like bad internet. Shit.
Playing at Evo kind of reminds me, there's so much gravity behind like the really good players and like platinum, because like I said, a lot of people go to Evo, that's like their first major tournament and stuff, and like 7,000 people playing in tournament is an insane number. But like I want to say currently in Street Fighter 6 there's like 200 maybe 300 masters, so there's all these people going to Evo, but like there's only like so many like master players, and like it kind of like brings down like a realization, I want to say.
So does Master come after Diamond? Is it Diamond 5 then Master, or?
Yeah, it's Diamond 5
Okay.
and Master.
Damn, so I'm 2 ranks away.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Okay.
No, I play like my cousin is Platinum 5, And I played him once, and he was beating my ass. I'm like, dude, you're this good at Platinum 5. Like, I didn't realize that the gap was like this, dude. This is insane. Goddamn.
Peter Antony in the Twitch chat says 3 of my friends are master. It's annoying, lol. Yeah,
that's the worst, to have a friend group that's all better at you at fighting games. Because that was me growing up, where when I was in college, I had a friend, his name was Ceramal, and he's probably the reason why I couldn't get into Street Fighter early, because he was beating my ass. And then my friend Stevie decided, no, I'm actually going to get good at Street Fighter so I could take on Ceramal. So both of them were really good at Street Fighter, and I was just not great. And so, like, anytime I'd hang out with them, it'd just be them beating my ass. I'm like, can we switch to Tekken, please? Like,
dude,
I can keep up with Tekken.
I feel like everyone has like a fighting game origin story. My brother used to beat my ass all the time when we used to play Street Fighter 4 growing up, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually learn how to play this game. And then I think I was still like 10 or like 11 at the time, and even then it was still me learning. Kind of just made me get better at fighting games as a whole. Because I tell people this a lot. Like, if you get good at one fighting game, I feel like a lot of the skills are just transferable a lot of the time. It's kind of like shooters in a sense where, like, you know, you learn, you know, point and click, angles, stuff like that, map positioning. You got, like, the basic FPS fundamentals down. If you learn combos, you know, spacing, anti-air, you got the fighting game fundamentals down. Going pro is kind of where the little nuances. Oh, perfect parry.
In the Twitch chat, Ruby666 says, I just made it to Platinum 5 stars, and I feel like it's my greatest accomplishment as a 40-year-old gamer.
Hell yeah,
we're all very proud. Now, iDom, how many people come out to those smaller tournaments, your like local tournaments?
Locally, usually like in New York, we get like 60, 70, maybe 80 on a good day.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And how much real competition are you feeling there?
There's some really strong New York players. We had Smug's really strong. Sonic Soul, Defeat Lee. There's like plenty of like strong New York talent still around. I feel like obviously I still think I'm the strongest in New York, but
that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool statement to be able to say, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, there's still plenty of New York talent. Also with the netcode being so good and the online being so great, you can play pretty much a lot of the you can play pretty much all the US. I can play against Europe, South America, wherever it might be. Just like, you know, good netcode's always great, and I just like bring up the New York scene because, like, obviously I'm from New York, and you know, New York's kind of my home, and I'm lucky to have such a strong local scene. There's obviously strong local scenes in like LA, Texas, wherever, other like, you know, big states or major states. But you know,
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm lucky to be in like a major state, so I can like go to my locals and stuff.
Yeah.
Ken, is our internet taking any hits? Do you know? 'Cause that last time was also pretty like.
It doesn't look like it, but give
Okay.
me 2 seconds and I can do a little speed check and see. Like, our stream is pretty stable. I haven't seen any dips there.
Gotcha. It might be the other person.
Let me do a quick speed test just to see what numbers we're working with here.
Sick.
No, I mean, they're solid as fuck.
They're solid. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either the servers or it's the other players. Yeah, like I'm not checked out the San Francisco scene, and I kind of want to.
Bro,
I used to be scared of checking out like pro fighting game scenes, but I feel like it's good for community, and also like I feel like I personally have gotten better since like the last time I did a thing. Since I brought a Wiimote to that Smash tournament in 2016.
Bless, I'll definitely roll with you as a hype man.
Oh,
I'd love to
we
see
can roll.
what it's out.
We can.
Oh
like,
yeah,
do
for sure.
We can roll kind of funny.
Yeah. Cool Greg would definitely come. I'm pretty sure we can get Mike in. Yeah, he's giving me the sign for yes. I'm not gonna compete, but I mean I'll bring you drinks and whatever.
Dude, I'm down.
Keep it where you need to be, you know?
Okay, so they jump a lot, so I gotta be on that anti-air. There we go. All right.
Easy. Oh.
Oh, the timing. If I have that timing perfect, it'd be over.
God damn.
But yeah, no, that's yeah, okay.
That's
I just gotta keep that on deck.
That's the easy fighting game. I'm telling you, easy fighting game, easy diamond with basic anti. Okay.
iDom, in the YouTube chat, we've got Rafael Minea who's saying, I'm from New York City. Where do I find locals here?
So there's a lot of like local scenes on if you're trying to find like locals in New York, there's Twitter. The local I go to is NYC Next Level in Brooklyn. There's a few there's locals in Manhattan as well. I'm not sure about the only borough I'm not sure is with the Bronx, but depending on whatever borough you're from, yeah, there's a local scene for you pretty much anywhere. But like I said, the one I go to is in Brooklyn. And sometimes I go to the Manhattan one by Chinatown.
Oh.
And how often are they doing stuff?
Usually it's once a week. I'll try to show up when I get the chance, but yeah, usually it's once a week, and they do like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear. I know a lot of people in New York are excited for the new Mortal Kombat game, so I can imagine that's gonna take off as well. Tekken's another really big one.
Oh man, I cannot wait for Tekken.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that too. I suck at Tekken, but I very much enjoy it.
Tekken is such a fun one.
Yep.
Because like that is like a game you can button mash and have a pretty good time regardless.
But like a huge difference between button mashing and knowing what you're doing. And every once, I got a couple people that I'm like, all right, I know a couple moves. I don't understand how to string them together, but like I'm gonna match those moves.
Toss, the throw, the oldest trick in the book.
They never expect it twice in a row.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes 3 times, you know? If I'm feeling greedy. Wow, they really like that jump.
I mean, I feel like for a lot of people, it's hard to like, you know, counter it.
Yeah, how else do I get in? I think there's like the thought.
Yeah.
Are there controllers stuck? Like what the?
Oh, no,
what's going on here?
I think they're just messing with you.
That's what I feel. I'm like, am I fighting somebody from the stream and they're trying to teach me the anti-air? It's somebody in chat stream sniping. I think that might be their only way they know how to get in is that jump. And like once they get in, they're in there.
Yeah, they're in there.
Fuck. That was supposed to be it.
Oh.
How did iDom join Xset?
Oh, I joined Xset. How did I join Xset now? I guess like a year and a half. But yeah, I had joined because, like I said, they were doing a lot of cool stuff for like communities that I wanted to be a part of. So I joined Xset, and obviously I do stuff with fighting games. I'm huge in the FGC, so it kind of helps because I get to do a lot of cool things in the FGC as well. We actually did a charity event. We did it like 3 months ago, I want to say. We did a charity event in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Land Center for Street Fighter. So, I get to do a lot of cool things and, help the community and, help grow the scene as well.
It's pretty dope, man.
It's like they're a bot in training that's been told to jump.
Just take advantage of it. Try to get that.
This person is definitely
Counter.
streams. They're somebody from our chat. I guarantee it.
If only there was some way to know.
If this is you, let me know in chat because that's hilarious. You're like, I'm gonna teach him to do that anti-air. Good for you.
Rodolfo? Is that what it is? Their name is?
Rodolph.
Rodolph?
Yeah. Is there a Rodolph in our chat?
I'm a C. You want me to ban him for life?
No, I like this actually. It's really funny. I mean, they're definitely teaching me, so.
DFran69 in the Twitch chat says, ask him to duck 7 times.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
There it is.
All right, GG's Rodolph if you're in chat. That's really funny that there it is. If that wasn't somebody from our chat, that was bizarre.
Yeah, super
That
wild.
was bizarre. Well, I mean, they did switch their thing to fight in custom room, which makes me think that they might be somebody from our chat, because like nobody ever does that.
I feel like they'd reveal themselves at this point, though.
They would have to.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye out in chat. That's really funny, but good on them. Honestly I feel a bit more confident with my anti-air timing, so I appreciate it. Rude in chat. My name is Rodolfo, but that ain't me. Oh man. So like, when you walk into a fighting game tournament in NYC, do you feel like you're in celebrity status? Is it like a all snap, the king is here type situation, the whole room turns? Or are you just like another dude?
I try to be very down to earth. I don't like trying to be like, oh, you know, the champ is here, like
The champ is here.
Yeah.
The celebrity is here. I try to be very down to earth. Like, I'm going to a fighting game tournament. I'm just trying to show, you know, how good I am. But like I said, I try to use like, you know, my status on Twitter. I try to bring up the rest of the scene. I definitely don't want to be just like, hey, you know, I'm lucky enough to be able to travel the world, going to tournaments. I want to make everyone, well, people who are like godlike at the game and want to showcase their talent, be able to do what I do. Because like I said, I feel like I'm kind of like lucky and blessed to be able to, you know, go to events like, look, I've been to South Africa, London, I've been to like Japan, I've been to all these places just playing fighting games. I was in South Africa literally 3 months ago for a fighting game tournament. So
Damn, dude. Across the world.
yeah.
One thing I want, not to interrupt you, sorry, but like one thing I want to point out real quick. Rudy in chat, who just
I was
said
about
that,
to read that, yeah.
their name is Rodolfo, but they said it's not them. They also said they saw iDom at Evo, but I was starstruck to say hi, which is one really cool. But also, you're telling me your name is Rodolfo and you're at Evo, but you weren't the person I was just fighting. I don't fucking believe it. That was you, motherfucker. That was 1000% you. That's really funny.
But yeah, even though like going to Evo, like I want to say I probably took like over 500 pictures with fans. Like
wow, that's really
it's
cool.
It's so cool to like to see all the fans. Like I try to be very down to earth. Like I remember when I was like young and I was going to tournaments and like I got to see all the players I got to see on stream or I got to see in tournaments, and then like I would always ask for like pictures and stuff. So it's like kind of cool to be able to be that guy now, and like it's cool. I'm lucky I get to go to like Evos and stuff, so
That's awesome, dude.
yeah.
Is that the event you look forward to the most throughout the year?
Evo is my top 3 fighting game events. Evo is obviously the biggest, but Combo Breaker, it's smaller than Evo, but there's a tournament called Combo Breaker. Shoutouts to Rick, he's my guy. That is my favorite tournament. I tell everyone in the FGC to go to Combo Breaker. It's in Illinois, but that
is it Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Okay.
That is my favorite tournament. That is by far my favorite tournament. I love Evo. Evo's dope. I would recommend anyone to go to Evo. Evo's the biggest one is kind of like the whole run, but I love Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker is always gonna be my favorite tournament.
Let's see. Okay, so this is interesting. It's been searching for a while. Oh, there we go. I was trying to press pause and it wasn't letting me, so it might have almost got somebody. But I'm gonna cancel that and go back again, because sometimes it does that where it's like it just gets stuck searching. Do you find that after communication error, maybe there's something up with the servers, after last year's Evo where you went on that Street Fighter V run, that like you're getting recognized more? Is that like where all those pictures came from this year's Evo?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, a lot of people like became fans of me from last year's Evo. At the Evo, for a lot of the commercials, they show like a blast from the past, like from like past Evos, and like it was kind of like cool to see myself on the blast from the past of like Evo, because it showed like a lot of my matches from like the insane run I went on, which is, you know, kind of cool to see me on like the big screen at Evo, even though I was there last year. But kind of cool to see like blast from the past, or like I'm kind of like one of the legends in the community right now.
That's awesome, dude.
Now, forgive me for not being informed, but like, what was the Street Fighter run that you did last year?
Basically, I was at Evo last year. It was like 2,500 people. I got sent to loser's side of the bracket pretty early on in the bracket. So when you're in losers, you pretty much got to play like double the matches from how many matches you would have to play in winners. So I think I went 20-1 to get all the way back to grand finals after being sent to losers early, and I had to beat some of the best Japanese players, European players, North American players. I beat some of the best players in the world just going on a tear from losers bracket.
That's wild. How much pressure do you feel at that point? Where you're like, I gotta keep winning to keep going?
It's honestly, oh, that was too slow. I was like, is that
Yeah, I thought I almost tried it. I tried it. I was slow. There we go.
I don't really feel too much pressure when I play in tournament. Not as much as I used to when I was like, you know, new and I was still trying to like prove my name. I felt a lot of pressure. Like, obviously when I play in tournament, I'm still like trying super hard and I'm trying to do good in tournament. But before, like when I was first going to tournament, my hands were shaking. I would get like nauseous and stuff like that, and it would feel like shit. But now, like now when I play in tournament, I'm just way more like cool and calm and collected. I'm just like, you know, grab a water, you know, and play my game.
But like, do you like? Are you still getting those butterflies? Like, you know, you feeling your stomach turn a little bit when you start, or does that now come later?
Not anymore. I haven't had like one of those instances where like I would get shaky anymore. But like I said, in the beginning it was like that. In the beginning it felt awful, to be honest. And like I said, that's where I feel like it's kind of hard for like a lot of new people or people trying to get into competing, because like you get super like anxious and like nervous and stuff.
What about when like Street Fighter 6, like now it's like a new game, you're not as familiar with it? Like, do you find any more nerves with that, or you're still kind of like, I get it, I know the mechanics enough?
I when I play at like super high level, I mean, I still get, I mean, it's not really nerves, it's more like me trying to familiarize myself with the game. I know like competing is hard because obviously, you know, everyone's learning the game at like a similar pace. Obviously some people learn stuff faster than others, but it's still, you know, learning, I'm having fun with the game. I feel like having fun is kind of what gets people into fighting games. Because, like I said, that's how I got into fighting games. If you asked me when I first started playing Street Fighter, was I going to be a competitive player, I would have told you no. I was like, man, this guy shoots fireballs, and that's pretty cool. I want to play this game.
Do you have any matches that you think about where you're like, oh fuck, I was so close. Had I just done this differently?
Yeah, I mean, the Evo Grand Final from last year, I kind of think about it like that, but I actually think that's kind of the only match that I think about that with. Every other match, I feel like, if I played my best, or I feel like I played to the best of my ability, I don't really dwell on myself too much on it. I just kind of think like, I played good, and then I either won or I lost.
Yeah.
Shout out Spawn on me in chat, Khalif Adams. And I will say,
hey, what up, bro?
I was able to pull out some of those the counter, the anti-air, and then also the combo with the heavy like the quarter circle heavy punch.
Yeah.
Just felt good. Some of those combos are already working. Some of those techniques. Right there.
In the YouTube chat, Tiny Wins, let's say that's how you pronounce your name, says, this is for iDom. Who is someone in the FGC that you want to fight but haven't?
Who have I not played? That's kind of a hard question. Who have I not played in tournament that's pretty well known? I feel like I've played so many fighting games. I've played almost everyone. I
didn't need to do that. I'm not gonna win this round. I just wanted to get it off, and I did. But I'm not gonna win this. Well, we'll see.
Oh, wait a minute.
Stay positive. Stay positive, Bless.
Wait a minute. This might be a comeback in the making. Might be.
Oh!
Very impressive to watch, though, Bless.
Thank you.
I feel like Justin. I feel like Sonic Fox would be the answer.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What game?
They would probably destroy me at Mortal Kombat, so I have to say Street Fighter.
do they play Street Fighter?
Yeah, they've been playing JP. They've been actually doing pretty well in tournaments. In the North American scene.
That's dope. Oh! Oh my god.
Oh, what a fair. Oh, nice.
Oh! Hey, I mean, it's working. Like, the stuff you've taught already is getting me out of hairy situations.
GB in the YouTube chat says, Blessing, have you succeeded in a successful throw loop with Luke yet?
What do we call a successful throw loop? Is that like if I'm throwing
No idea.
like 5 times in a row? Or
Yeah, that's kind of like the fighting game term where it's like you throw, you walk up, throw again. It's kind of like a loop, like you're watching the same thing over and over again. Kind of like
I think the most times I've done it, it was maybe like 3 times in a row. After that, I feel like I feel like it's bullshit. I feel like I'm like, okay, now I'm doing too much and I should stop. Otherwise, I'm just like, I know it's not cheating because they should be able to counter it, but it feels mean if I just keep throwing back. It feels mean-spirited. And so I cap it off at 3. And 3 is even pushing it, where I'm like, now I'm just fucking with you a little bit.
Lucid Dream in the YouTube chat says, I feel like Bless's playstyle would actually suit Guile.
Interesting. See, Guile is Guile a charge character?
Yes.
Because I'm so bad with charge characters. I cannot execute those moves, which probably means I could probably just do it on modern, but
Some of the
maybe I
best,
could.
some of the best players in the world can't even play charge. I'm not good with charge. There are a lot of players that just it's not the way they learned how to play game. Like when I played Street Fighter 4 growing up, I started with Ryu, and then it's like, okay, I learned how to do fireball and like other special moves, but like charge was not how I was taught how to play the game.
Yeah. One thing I do want to shout out, because y'all were talking about that Evo last year when iDom went on that run. Like, Kevin, the thing you got to understand too is that like the world was cheering for iDom. Like it was such a oh snap, he took out this person. Oh snap, he took out Daigo. Oh snap, he's taking out every like it was a very hype thing to watch in the moment, and like Twitter was going crazy about it as it was happening. Cause like were you like the one like US participant left?
Yeah.
In at that point, so like you had that home country like, oh let's go, this dude's like making an insane run right now. And when I tell you that last fight came down to the wire, it was an incredible display. And so like it was probably like one of my like it's easily it's that, and then Arslan Ash in like Tekken in like 2019. Those are my two favorite runs.
That was a good one too.
That was a really fun one to watch. Tekken though is such a fun game to watch, dude.
Tekken's always been like at every Evo. I feel like Tekken's always been like great, and I'm super excited for Tekken 8. Like I can't wait for Tekken 8 at Evo. Like I can't express it enough. The first year of Tekken 8 at Evo is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be such a good time, because like even this last year of Tekken 7 was really hyped just for the fact that it was the last year. And Arslan Ash is just too good. Is the thing.
He's too good. He's too good.
He's way, because like I was saying on our show that like Tekken 7, that tournament was fun except for the fact that Arslan Ash kind of makes it a little bit boring, because he's just fucking destroying cats one after another, and it's like I know who's gonna win this, dude. Like it's not even a question anymore. But yeah, I can't wait for next year, because you're gonna have all the new games. And yeah, like I think Tekken next year is gonna be big.
I'm curious if it'll surpass the Street Fighter 6 numbers, because 7,000 is a lot, but I can definitely see Tekken or Mortal Kombat or even Project L crossing 7,000.
What do you expect to be the grand finale next year? Do you think it's still gonna be Street Fighter 6?
It always depends on the entrance, but I don't know. That's a tough call. I think it'll be Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8. I don't know which one.
Yeah, man, that's actually a good guess. I'll maybe guess Tekken 8. I don't think it'll be Mortal Kombat, even though Mortal Kombat is gonna be new also. Maybe like if Project L comes out early in the year and gets a lot of hype, then I could see Project L maybe building that up.
Yeah.
But I'll put money on probably Tekken 8 or maybe Street Fighter. Are there new Street Fighter like characters, like DLC characters that you're looking forward to? Do you try them out when they come out?
I tried Rashid. I really thought Rashid was cool. Akuma's coming out, and I know everyone is a huge Akuma fanboy, because if I talk to anyone at my local scene or you go to a tournament, everyone loves Akuma for some reason. Like I think he's cool, but I've never been a huge Akuma fan. I know people are going crazy for Akuma. Ed, I like Ed in Street Fighter 5, but he just wasn't really my cup of tea, so I'm not too excited. Like I'm glad he's coming out. People really like Ed, but he's kind of just like there for me. Aki, the new character, she looks cool. I can't wait to give her a shot.
She looks really interesting. Is she hasn't been in a Street Fighter before?
No, she's entirely
She's
new.
brand new. Okay. Let's see. GB in chat says, for both Bless and iDom, what are your opinions on grapplers?
Funny enough, when I played fighting games, I hated grapplers, but now I'm a grappler player myself, and now I've become what I've hated.
Oh yeah, because you're Winone.
Yeah.
I get so nervous when I see a grappler I'm fighting against. Like, because I feel like it turns into a different game. Is the thing. It's like, all right, cool. Now I just gotta make sure I'm not in grabbing distance. Like, that becomes the game now.
Yeah, playing grapplers every other fighting game I don't think I've played a grappler. Guilty Gear, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, never played a grappler. I think Street Fighter is the only game I play grapplers now.
Dude, even Smash Brothers, I don't play grapplers. Like I'm not picking Bowser.
Oh, I love Bowser.
Yeah, I don't. Then here's the thing: is if I started playing grappler, I feel like I could actually get pretty good at grappler because I really like grabbing. I'm a big grabber in
It's such a
fighting
timing
games.
game, though.
Yeah, but that's my thing. Is like I think I'm good at grabbing because I can find that pocket where it's unexpected, and like people aren't expecting it as much because I'm not playing a grappler, and so I'm like, you know, get a combo off, they jump, and as soon as they land, I'm going for a grab. I'm going for grabs at awkward times. And I don't know if that works as well with a grappler. Spawn on Me in chat says, I would love to hear from iDom if he feels like the FGC is finally getting their due with all the good games coming out and larger prize pools.
I think the FGC is finally getting the recognition. Like I said, I think Guilty Gear Strive kind of started the renaissance. I feel like Guilty Gear was big for an anime game because usually anime games are, you know, really small. But with the start of Guilty Gear, Street Fighter kind of popping off, Street Fighter getting a lot of eyes on, you know, the FGC because, you know, Street Fighter is kind of like the big three. I always say is Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. And then with Mortal Kombat coming out in a month, right? Yeah, MK1 launches next month. It's funny, I forgot about that game because we were talking about Starfield earlier. K1 comes out next month. And then Tekken 8 coming out sometime next year, probably like early next year. I definitely think the bigger prize pools and like all the storylines, I always feel like the FGC is kind of like the WWE of like esports games. So it's always interesting like to see the storylines and like how big the events are getting.
That's something I would like to see more for like the big tournaments, like especially in Evo where you have the production and budget behind it. Of like, I want to see those stories get told in like that moment to moment of like right before we enter the like the grand finals for any game. I want like a package that plays that kind of shows each player's journey. I know it's kind of impossible because you don't know who's gonna end up in the grand finals, and so that I think that part gets put on the shoulders of who's commentating to fill in those gaps. But it'd be so dope to like be like, all right, entering the Tekken 8 Grand Finals, we got Arslan Ash. Arslan entered the stage in 2019, and like kind of give like the pomp and circumstance that to make it feel almost like wrestling, because like, you know, watching fighting games almost feels like you're watching a UFC or wrestling match. Like you have the hype there, you have that mano-a-mano, like one-on-one kind of thing, and like there are stories that people bring into it. But yeah, I think finding a way to like present that in a way that feels like that would be really cool.
Yeah, they do that for a lot of the top eights. Like before, because like in most fighting games, you know, Saturday is kind of like the last day, and then like top eight's decided, and then like they'll try to do like an intro or like this guy got to top 8 by being this guy, and that guy, and then like it's so cool. I feel like the FGC is only getting bigger, and like the storyline. We actually did there was a documentary that we did. Not that I did that. Reversal GG in the FGC that they did. They followed me, Mena RD, and Knuckledew, like the 3 Capcom Cup champions of Street Fighter V, for the first big Street Fighter 6 major that happened in CEO in Florida. That happened in June this year. It was kind of like a week right after 6 Head came out. And it was such a good production. I definitely want people to check it out. It's on Reversal GG's YouTube. It was so good. I feel like everyone loved it. It felt like a Netflix quality like production when we
That's awesome.
Yeah, when we were filming it.
I feel like that's what FGC could use, is like a good Netflix documentary. I would watch the hell out of that. Like follow one player per game or something.
Yeah. But that one was all for Street Fighter 6 because obviously the game literally just came out. It was like a week old. But yeah, I think like if you go to tournaments and you follow like a Mortal Kombat player, a Tekken player, and a Street Fighter player, or maybe like a Guilty Gear player or something like that, it's so good. And like I said, it's 3 different perspectives because, you know, Street Fighter's not the same game as Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat's not the same game as Tekken. Marissa's such a weird character. I feel like she's kind of like what you learned about fighting games, and then just flips it on your head.
Yep.
Yeah, also fighting games are so weird because I feel like there's levels to like where you would teach somebody, because I've had people come to like so many local tournaments in New York and like ask me like tips and tricks, but I feel like in the beginning it's kind of just like anti-airs and not getting like flustered on like offense and like blocking and stuff like that. But then at like higher level it's kind of like, oh, whiff punishing is important, and like frame data, knowing the setups, and kind of like a whole bunch of stuff like that. And it's hard to really teach, but I definitely think the new fighting games kind of do it better. Actually, when you go back to the training mode, it can actually show you kind of the anti-air tutorial they have in the game, because I think it's way better than the one that I was kind of explaining.
God, this fucking Marissa, dude. God damn. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to ask. Is like, how do you deal with being in a corner?
You usually gotta block. Parry's really good in this game too. It's definitely hard in this game. This is probably like one of the worst Street Fighter games to get cornered in, because you kind of just die a lot of the time. But it's definitely rough. This is definitely one of the most aggressive Street Fighter games out right now. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Marissa's ridiculous, dude. Like, Marissa just straight up ignores the mechanics of this game. I'm like, I can't drive impact? Like, goddamn. All right, let me hop into training. Since we're talking about Mortal Kombat 1, are there any characters that like you main in Mortal Kombat or that you love in Mortal Kombat?
I've always played Katana and Molina, but I feel like Ermac. I saw Ermac's DLC, and honestly, I want to try Peacemaker and Omni-Man, because why are they in a fighting game? And that's
it's like, why are y'all here?
Why are y'all here?
Let's see. So, is it tutorial that I'm going to for like this anti-air thing?
No, it's actually just in regular training mode.
Oh, just in regular training. Okay. But yeah, I feel you on Katana. Like, Katana, that's my girl too. I loved her so much in Mortal Kombat. Was it either 9 or 10 or maybe both?
It was she was in like all three, but she was sick in 10. I loved her in 10.
Yeah, I might be thinking of 10. I'm so excited for this new Mortal Kombat because that roster just looks incredible.
I have always joked with my friends. I'm like, this is Smash Bros for your dad, and I feel like they're kind of leading into it now.
Oh, for Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so if you hit pause, if you hit start, go to simple, what is it, training mode L1, I think. And then they have anti-air practice.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Apply settings.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, they actually give you like a pretty good way to practice your anti-air. So they'll try to like jump in place to kind of bait you to see if like you're just like autopiloting, and then they give you like the jump randomly to see if you're like actually awake.
That's dope.
And then they, like I said, they have like this for like kind of a lot of stuff too. So even like if you want to practice like how to get out of throw situations, or like practice with punishing, they have so many like little minor things in the game that can teach you like all the stuff that the experts kind of know, but like it's good for teaching somebody who's like just getting into the game. are like trying to learn how, like, what the pros are doing differently than like the newer players.
Let's see. How viable is uppercut as an anti-air versus the down?
I always
right there?
So uppercut is better. That's what the pros do, but I definitely think it's harder. So I definitely, when like trying to get somebody into the game, I always say hit down heavy punch. But uppercut is good if you kind of just like muscle memory it. Like when somebody jumps at me and I'm playing like Luca or Jury or somebody, uppercut is just like second nature. Like I said, I forgot how to not anti-air. I feel like.
That's dope. Shout out to this menu, but yeah, they got combo practice, anti-air, throw escape, offensive pressure, which like this I definitely gotta like jump into that.
I think it's in order from top to bottom. The further bottom you go, it's the more like technical and like super high level. The frame meter in you, that's like only for like master stuff, and like throw escape is something like that's pretty important at like lower level.
Damn.
So there's actually there's a huge trick to this one that's actually, you know, a high level tip. After you get hit, if you're holding down back and you hit throw at the same time, you'll block and throw escape at the same time. So
smart.
But it's crazy because even something as little as that, no one teaches you. It's just like you kind of just have to learn it on your own or learn it from like.
It's like these these little intricacies of the game that just come with time, right?
Yeah.
Come with playing the game.
Jetpack McQuack in the Twitch chat says, "Oh, there's a half speed option too. That's really cool."
It's like the hidden rooms in like Zelda, like a hidden room in a dungeon or something, and that only like the internet knows or like somebody has to tell you.
It's one of the coolest things about video games when something like that comes out.
Which one is that? Punish practice. Oh, so I think that one is like if somebody, Ree's gonna do something unsafe.
Oh, he's gonna do a wake up.
Yeah.
There you go.
It teaches you like your best punish or something.
Oh, see, I like that a lot. I like that a lot actually, because these are the things I need to know, because I have no idea how to punish like real good. Because I'll be watching Evo or I'll be like playing against somebody and I whiff and they take advantage, dude. They get in that damage and I'm like, I don't know, man, I grab. I'll do like my basic combo. Right there is a good.
Yeah, that's a good punish as well.
If I can get those down, then that's gonna open me up quite a bit actually.
Yeah, with this game, they definitely did the most when teaching people how to play. I think that's kind of like one of the hard things with fighting games and why this genre's kind of like niche. But this game did a great job of teaching people like what to do, you know, punish this, punish that, you know, do this, do that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Drive impact defense.
That's to make sure you're not asleep at the wheel. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny they put that one at the bottom because, like I said, they ordered it from how important it is, like master and stuff. And that one was at the bottom. And it's so funny watching players in like such high level tournaments get hit by drive impact. I think it's so funny because everyone was like, "This mechanic's gonna be trash."
What was that, Kevin? You were asking?
Oh, I was just gonna ask iDom how much time he's spending in these little practice things, or are you past that?
iDom, you hear
Oh
that?
wait, nope. Sorry, I'm muted.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Sorry about
muted.
that. I was
Yeah.
muted. I was gonna ask iDom how much time he's spending in those like these practice stuff still, or are you? Is that like a thing of the past for you?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I kind of know all the basic stuff, so it kind of doesn't help me to practice like all this stuff. My best practice comes from like, you know, just playing other top players or like conversating with other top players about like just the way the game works or like how to stop certain things. Or how
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna spend
practice.
I'm spending some time in this punish practice thing. Just so y'all know.
Let's get in it.
This is definitely gonna be. I'm gonna go home. I got hella games I'm playing right now, but still, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna like just spend time here because I can already feel myself getting better and like figuring some things out. Because I want to do. Hold on, let me turn off. I guess I don't even have to turn it off, but let me turn this thing off. Actually, how would I even reset this?
Wait, reset. What are you
Like
saying?
turn off the like right now it's on the punish practice.
Oh, just go to.
Oh, let's see.
Just say restore to default
setting?
Yeah, restore to default.
Oh,
setting.
yeah, good call. There we go, thanks. Because the thing I'm trying to figure out is that right there. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know if I can follow that up with something, but I don't think I can.
You can cancel level 3. Yeah, you can cancel into your level 3. So it's kind of like what quarter circle back into double quarter circle forward, but you gotta be really fast about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of buttons. Hold on. That'll be boom, boom, boom. Nope. I don't know if that does cancel. Hold on.
It should work. Alright, I think if you do the heavy knuckle, it'll cancel.
Heavy knuckle? Okay.
Yeah. No, when I was learning fighting games, I had spent like literally hours. Like I remember I wouldn't go to bed unless I could shoot like 10 Hadoukens in a row without messing up once.
I love that for you. That's amazing. That's like, did you watch anime growing up?
Yeah.
That's that's something that somebody would watch who watched anime growing up would do. No bed until I pull out 10 Hadoukens in a row. You definitely watched Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, of course. It's funny because, like I said, it's like you gotta in high level. I can't even if you even think about messing up like a simple fireball motion, people are gonna like, what? What are you even talking about? What are you doing? I can't miss a fireball motion anymore. I feel like it's impossible now.
I feel like I'm going crazy. I can't even do my regular 3-hit combo. There it is. Oh, you know what? I've been pressing the wrong button this whole time. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I was hitting kick instead of punch this whole time for it.
AK.98 in the YouTube chat says you can check the cancel frames in the training settings.
Oh, yeah, I need to do that.
So if you want to turn that on, what is it? Pause. Go to screen display settings.
Screen display.
Just to yeah.
Oh,
then,
cancel timing display.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. So when I turn blue like that, what does that mean?
You're recovering. You're doing the special move. When you're red, that's when you have the time to input the. That's when you should be inputting the special move.
Gotcha. Wait, why are we over here? There we go. All right, sweet. Krabby Patty in chat. Let's remember, kick punch. It's all in the mind. Appreciate it.
The parappa the raffin.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready to get back in some matches.
Okay.
Unless there's anything left we want to do in training.
I mean, if you want to play some matches with me, I don't know if that's
Oh, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Oh God, it's scary.
I was gonna have like some matches with the audience, but I think we're down to like our last 20 minutes, and so I feel like setting that up would take up too much of our time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, Dom, if you want to open up a room,
Yeah,
I'll send that invite.
Yeah, I'll send you an invite right now.
Thanks again for coming through, man.
Oh,
It's been a very fun stream. I feel like I'm a better Street Fighter player.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me. I'm always happy to show the ropes of fighting games, but I definitely think it's hard. It's hard to get into, but when you do, I feel like it's worth it. I think I can do. I'll do a few matches with my main, but then switch characters. But
Sick.
I know. It's kind of hard, and I always had like a mindset. Even when I used to play with like my cousins or like my younger siblings, it's hard for me to take it easy on somebody.
That's fair. Listen, like I said, growing up, my friends would beat my ass all the time with Street Fighter. I can take it. It's how I get better.
Yeah, it's just so many of these things, like you were saying, is automatic to you, you know?
Yeah. It's funny, you jump literally on, didn't even think twice about it. I was like, I just got an entire.
Yeah.
Jay Maskey in the YouTube chat asked, Bless, what controller setup are you using? I think he's just on a PlayStation 5
Yeah,
controller.
I'm on a PlayStation 5 DualSense with plastic controls. Also, I love this costume.
Oh, man. I actually think it's kind of scary. Like I actually get scared. I feel like I legit forgot how. If I see somebody jump just anti-air, it's kind of scary. I feel like for me.
You're like, what are they doing? What do they know that I don't know?
Okay.
Bro, I'm using your lessons against you.
I know, Alpha got me.
PD Popov in the Twitch chat says, Bless, how did you get that Luke outfit?
I might have paid for it. It's outfit number 2, and it's the last one in the color schemes. I think I bought it with like fighter coins or something.
For free option, Kino the Mystic says in the Twitch chat, you can get it from World Tour.
Yeah, you can. I think you can get it also by playing the story. So I think if you play the story with the characters, you can actually get a lot of the costumes that you would want. Because I think that's how I got the non-costume. Even I can't stop Drive Rush. I mean Drive Impact. I see it coming and I just freeze. I'm telling you, it's not I feel like it's if you're like bronze or like silver, it's hard to stop. Then when you get to like diamond and you start expecting it a lot,
yeah,
you get good.
You get beyond that.
Yeah, and then you go beyond that, and you're like, he's not about to do this, and then you just get hit by it.
God, I know not to jump, but I jumped anyway.
Best players in the world. Still get hit by it.
Damn, I think I you know what, Kevin, we're going to competitive Street Fighter in San Francisco.
Let's do it, dude.
I'm gonna show up with a Wiimote.
God. Modified Wiimote.
Modified Wiimote. Kevin, do you play Street Fighter?
No, that game is way too hard for me. No, I'm a Tekken boy all the way. square triangle combo.
I never thought I'd ever be this into Street Fighter, and I fucking love it now.
I really want to give this game a shot. Again, I think I have it. I just haven't played it at all, and it's just like I have to start at the very basics. Somebody in the chat was talking earlier about how difficult it is to explain things to people that don't know the basic mechanics, and that's where I'm at right now. But there's a lot of tools here for that, so
Yeah, there's so many tools.
yeah.
Why'd I jump? Why'd I jump?
I can't forget. I'm telling you, it's actually just instinctive. It bothers
It's so
me.
instinctive.
It bothers me as soon as you go. I'm like, oh, anti.
World Tour teaches a lot of basics.
Yeah, World Tour is actually great because that's like, it's a single player mode, and so you're fighting bots, and it's almost like a beat 'em up in certain places. And so it's more of a casual way to like get into the controls. God damn it. Nice.
Oh, it doesn't go.
Jose in the YouTube chat, he is using a PlayStation controller, PlayStation 5.
And there it is.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the reasons I actually picked Manon is because I just think it's funny that it's, to me, it's weird that you're fighting a ballerina, and I've never thought like to see something like that in a fighting game.
Yeah, because her movement is so majestic.
Yeah.
It blows so much. Also, I see somebody in chat was mentioning Guilty Gear Strive. I love Guilty Gear Strive. I played quite a bit of it when it came out. Which honestly might be why I jumped so much, because I think that game lets you block in the air.
Yeah, you can block it in that game.
Ah! Ugh.
Eh.
I can't get hit by a driving back.
Oh, I could have ended it, and I messed up. I could have ended it. One combo. That's also the thing, is I still get to the place where, like, in high pressure situations, I get a little bit flustered. I'm just trying to I get into survival mode and not into like execute good punishes mode. Fuck.
Jay Maskey in the YouTube chat says, how hard would it be to compete in Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat 1 at the same time when it comes out?
There are a few really good players. I compete in are you dead? I think you're
Rest in
oh
peace.
my
God, that does so much damage.
Les, I was trying to distract him. I was trying to throw him
so
off.
much damage.
There's a few players who are good enough to compete in 2 games. Funny enough, Evil, I got in 13th in Guilty Gear out of like 2,500 people. So there are a few people who can play multiple games really well. For Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I definitely think that's kind of one of the easier games to juggle, because a lot of the stuff is, like I said, you learn one fighting game thing and then you kind of like get a lot of the yeah, it translates over. I think the hardest 2 to juggle would be like Street Fighter and Tekken, because they're just so different. Or like Street Fighter and like Smash. But funny enough, like I said, the person who won Leffen, the person who won Strive Evo this year, won Smash Brothers Melee in like in 2018, I want to say. So, you know, it's not hard. I feel like it is a lot of cross-pollination, and like you learn one thing and you can just like get good at the rest.
Bless in the YouTube chat, Fernando Ramirez says, quit walking towards the corners.
Listen, Fernando, square up.
Stop being scared, bro.
Fernando, square up if you win. Only iDom's allowed to give you tips, Fernando. He's competing in Evo.
See, even that neutral jump, it's like, I knew that was a neutral jump. Like, I can't anti-air that one. That one I know not to anti-air. But if I see a jump towards me.
Ah, good react. Hell yeah. Did you want to switch characters? I might switch to my Kimberly. My Kimberly is vastly worse than my Luke.
It's a learning day.
Yeah, it's a learning day though. So.
iDom, how quickly are you like, okay, I got this when you start a match?
It depends. I feel like the beginning of the match is the kind of telling point. If the beginning is kind of just like it, I feel like the longer the match goes on, the more comfortable I get. But the 99 seconds is kind of what dictates the game. Like that. Like that was already a scary opening. I got hit by out. I was like, oh no.
Actor Reactor in the Twitch chat says, what percentage is iDom going on Bless? 15? 30?
Honestly, 100.
I'll say percent. Is that percentage of wins? Because no, it's
no. I think it's effort and like iDom.
Oh.
He only plays one way.
Yeah,
it's to win.
Yeah, it's an on and off switch.
Yeah. Rude Rudy 666 in the chat says, make this fair and have iDom play Jamie.
Is Jamie a bad character?
A lot of people in the community kind of regard him as the worst character in the game right now.
Really?
Yeah.
And do you agree with them?
I don't think he's that great myself either, so I guess I would. He definitely just feels like on the weaker side for like a lot of things he wants to do.
I appreciate this fight because it's making me feel so much better about my Luke. I'm like, you know what? My Luke's not that bad, actually.
Rumble Pack 92 in the Twitch chat says, Jamie not being able to carry over his drink charges round to round makes him difficult. I don't know what that means though.
Yeah, so Jamie has a cool mechanic where like you gotta store drinks to make Jamie a lot stronger. He gets stronger, he gets new special moves. The problem is after one round the drinks go away, so it kind of sucks because you work so hard for something just to lose it in like the next round after. So it's like, what was the point of me working so hard to store so many drinks just so I can lose them?
Yeah. Jamie is a drunken fist master. Drunken Fist, great movie.
That's why I like the
Drunken Master. Is that what it was? Jackie Chan.
Oh, I forget what that was called. Drunken.
Chad
I think it's Drunken Fist.
I think it is Drunken Master Fist or something like that.
Drunken Master.
Drunken Master. Okay, but Mortal Kombat has this character Bo Raicho.
Oh
who
yeah.
had like the drunken style. He was my favorite in Mortal Kombat Deception. Are you coming across a lot of Kimberlys in like Master Play?
Well, in Master Play, it's kind of just like I run into a lot of Ken, JP, what else? Luke, Jury here and there. It's funny because I think I missed the anti-air, and I literally missed the anti-air because, like I said, it's so hard for me to talk and play.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why we're talking to you.
I'm about to get around on him. Let's go. I can't really.
I was like, wait, I missed the anti-air. I'm talking. It's hard.
We got a first-time chatter on the Twitch side. Kaz Wells says, "Why do Manon's throws carry over between rounds, but not Jamie's drinks?"
That's been like kind of the story of people on talking about the game has been.
Yeah. Interesting that some things carry over and some things don't.
I love how this round is 100% that Michael Jordan. I took that personally.
Yeah.
Was that not a perfect?
Yeah.
God damn. All right, let me switch back to my Luke. I think we got maybe one more match.
Yeah, I'll try to play one Jamie just for the.
Oh, sick! Perfect.
Well, my Jamie is not that great. Luke
Oh
and
damn! Yeah, you've not even taken him into ranked at all.
Yeah. Luke and Jamie are supposed to be the new Ryu and Ken, but
I feel like it's more Luke and Kimberly now.
Crap. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like in the story, I feel like,
Jamie-
yeah, Jamie plays much more of a factor in the story more than Kimberly.
That's
So I
true.
think, yeah.
The action figures they sent in the collector's edition. I'm just letting you drink. In the collector's edition were Luke and Kimberly, which is why I was thinking that. But yeah, I guess in like the story they kind of position these two as like rivals. In the arcade too, like the arcade mode at the end of Luke's arcade mode is like Luke versus Jamie.
Jamie's hair getting messed up. Pretty solid.
God, what are my controls now? I switched back to this character. God, what?
Oh, did I get? Whoa, where are you going?
That
Oh my
was
God, Jamie,
wild.
please. Why are you going the wrong way?
No! Oh shit! All right, I'll take it.
Jamie, please. Why did that happen? And this is in tournament that happens, and it's just like, oh my God, that just sucks so much.
Oh, good reacts.
I need a drink.
Do you guys think that they change Jamie's drinks carrying over rounds in like an update, or seems like that's gonna stay?
I feel like it was a balanced kind of decision, and I feel like it's kind of hard to tell because I've seen people say if they let him carry over, he'll be really strong. I think he would be a lot better. Oh my God, Jamie,
That's
please.
such a weird move. It's like, why does it go that way?
I feel like he would be a lot better if it did, but there's also just like a lot of minor problems with the character, kind of like that happening that keeps happening to me. Jamie.
Oh, God damn it.
Jetpack McQuack says his first 3 combos have to end in drinks rather than damage.
I appreciate though that I can, if I jump in, I'm not getting like the full Manon treatment with Jamie.
In the YouTube chat, Jamski says Rock Lee is the ultimate drunken master. Right.
We gotta do a battle of the Drunken Masters. Put all of them in a dome. Let them battle it out.
We didn't get enough Rock Lee drunken master content.
Ugh.
Folks, now's your moment to throw questions at iDom to see if we can
one
distract
more
him.
drink. Oh,
Wake up!
Oh,
Fuck.
need one more drink.
Yeah, Street Fighter is an interesting one when you're trying out a different character, because I find that this game compared to other fighting games, if I try a new character, I'm starting from ground zero. Like my skill is not carrying over. As opposed to like Tekken, I feel like I can pick up any random character and still do pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the thing with Street Fighter. A lot of the characters are very unique, and like in a sense where like you learn one and it's not like you're playing anyone else. I feel like the buttons are completely different. Playing Jamie is so hard because like I barely messed around with him, so it's kind of awkward for me.
Yeah. Well, I think that does it for our time, iDom. Thank you once again for coming through and joining me for this. Again, I feel like I've learned so much, and also I know our audience has enjoyed this entire stream. At least I've enjoyed this entire stream, and that's what matters the most, honestly. Thank you again, man, for coming through. Do you have anything that's coming up? Anything you want to promote?
I mean, there's a New York tournament, Bums Heatwave. I know that one's supposed to be good. That's supposed to be the last week of August, and I'll also be at PAX West. You know, doing
hell yeah,
more Street Fighter 6 stuff. So be sure to tune in for that.
Dope. Where can people follow you on Twitter?
Follow me on Twitter, iDom NYC. You know, follow my Twitch, iDom_NY, and YouTube, iDom FGC.
Hell yeah. Or is it iDom NYC or iDom FGC for YouTube?
FGC.
FGC. Okay, perfect. Yeah, everybody go follow iDom. Go show iDom some love. If you're going to PAX or if you're going to any upcoming events that iDom's going to be at, make sure to show him some love. Get a picture with him. Hype him up. Make sure to treat him like the king of New York, like he is. But we gotta go. Thank you so much once again. This has been another kind of funny stream. We'll be back tomorrow with some more games with the Jabroni Boys. Until next time, I've been Blessing. That's been iDom. It's been our pleasure to serve you. Peace out, y'all.
Idiots.